In our first lesson, we talked about adding second notes to chords in order to make them sound more wholesome. Major chords mostly, that's what you will do, add second notes. So you have G major, add second note, F major for example, add the second note, D major, add the second note, okay? But when you have a minor chord, a minor chord is basically a chord that sounds more melancholic, more sad and sorrowful in nature. So, like very sad kind of tune, right? So, what you do is not actually add the second note. You can, but it would sound a little bit heavy. So, if you do this is A minor, by the way. A, C, and E. It sounds even more sad, right? And a bit heavy. Depending on the situation, you might need to do this, but what I would personally like to do is actually, instead of playing the second note, I would actually add the seventh note to it. So when you have a minor chord, what you do is add the seventh note, right? So you have here A minor. Okay, so disregard the scale of A, which you know. Just play it like this. Right, okay, so you have 8 notes in this scale, obviously. And yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Your 7th note falls on the G, so A minor, which is played like this. You add the G. But there's a problem, okay? Now, because you add the G, the chord sounds a little bit weird and off. But what most piano players do is they actually play the A bass on the left hand, okay? This if you're playing chords, remember, not the tune of the song as the melody. So, like this, what you do is on your right hand, you do not play the A. Remember, do not play the A because your bass makes up for the sound. So, now that you have that, you are actually playing a C chord second inversion on your right hand on an A bass. So your chord will sound like this. This is A minor 7. Okay? So, A minor 7, C second inversion over A bass. Okay, you can play it also in the inverted forms as well. You can even play a C chord over an A bass. Regular C chord over the A bass, and it would sound okay. All right. Now, same principle applies to other minor chords. So let's say you have D minor. Yeah, this is D minor. Okay, so let's say you want to add the 7th note. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right, your 7th note is a C. Okay, so now you have the D minor, and you add the 7th note. It becomes like that. Okay. Similarly, this is D minor 7, so your bass should automatically be a D. Okay, and you can actually choose to remove your D from the right hand and just play an F chord over D. So it sounds something like this. This is D minor 7. F chord over a D bass. Okay, so you can even play it in the inverted forms. Okay? So yeah, that has to do with minor chords. The same principle applies to every other minor chords. So you are aware of these three so far. I think A minor, D minor, and E minor. I will leave E minor for you to figure it out yourselves. And if you do figure out what the notes are for E minor 7, do feel free to leave the answer in the form of a comment at the bottom of this video. And if you have any questions, you can ask me and I will reply them as soon as I can.